Hi collective, this is miraclexistetarot channel, and I'm back with a blackout message, okay, again. I got many downloads, okay. I don't know which one I should start with. What I'm asking you to do, Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, is check out the community site, because I put up really useful links to other YouTube channels and videos that can be useful for your spiritual development, okay? Today I want to talk about a download that I really got, and I can see other tarot readers got it also. And you need to understand that 5-day shifting won't happen, just it falls on you and hopes you are there, okay? This is a work you need to do as Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine to do the shifting, okay? And as I always say, that the grilled chicken won't fly into your mouth. You need to work for it, okay? That grilled chicken, you have to cook it for yourself and do the preparations and all the things, you know what you need to do. And it's true for spirituality also. You can't expect to be blessed when you don't do the work for it, okay? So I put up a really good tarot reader, gave a really good message. Actually, there is not too much tarot reading in it. You need to understand that that was in this message also, and I got the download about this also. And I'm talking about it for many, many months now, that I always bring up these examples that what Israel had to do in a certain period of time when Jerusalem was totally destroyed. They had to build the walls, they have to build everything inside Jerusalem, even houses or place to worship. You need to understand that when you build up yourself spiritually and you want to get to the next spiritual level, you want to manifest, you have to fight in the same time and protect yourself, because you have to protect yourself. When you are spiritual, when you are light worker, when you're on a light side in a spiritual world, you are visible. And all these shitty people who's feeding on Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine will see you and will go on your divine energy to not just to fuck you up, because they need your energy, your essence. They need it to manifest. They need it to have protection over them, especially last year and this year. This year is really, really important, because last year these shitty asshole people stole lots of things from divine people. And I'm really fed up reading horroristic crime scenes. I'm fed up with it. And there's more and more readings like that coming out. I refuse to put it up, because honestly, I just want to give positive messages. So I just really fed up with reading shitty energies like that. But what can I do when that is around and that is the message? That Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, you go away from my channel, fine. You go to channel where you can hear just good messages. You can raise your vibration all the time, all the time, all the time, all the time. And these spiritual shits will fuck you up anyway. So you need to understand that you need to protect yourself from these people, because you need to understand these people. Most of them are not even human anymore. They are just body, and there are entities in it. I do not want you to stop going to church. I do not want you to hate churches or Christians. Do not misunderstand me. But I know churches where the pastor does occult shits because I saw it. Some of them is not even in a country where I live, but there is many of them in a country where I live also. But Spirit show me these energies, and these people are coming on tarot readers channels, hitting on them, trying to destroy them. And because sometimes us light workers has much more stronger energy than the church members, so that is not enough anymore, that they harvesting the chi and the life energy of the church members. They have to come on a tarot reader channels and attacking tarot readers also. So and they are not the only one who's doing that. There are other groups, secret societies, and all shitty occult people. You need to understand that these people they have a sick mentality. Do you understand? They do not understand that everybody can become divine. Everybody can change their life. There is enough energy in the universe. We can generate our own energy. So for me, as a divine being, it is idiot what they're doing. Do you understand? For them, they have this limitation in their fucking brain that they can't do it themselves. They have to steal it from a divine being. And they think, oh, she can transmute it, she can heal herself. So let's throw on herself every sickness, everything what we have, bad karma, everything, and get her energy or his energy, and let's manifest millions and millions of dollars so we can take drugs, we can fuck women, we can do this and that and that. And they use that money sometimes to kill people, sometimes to destroy divine being. They use it for child trafficking. They use it for sex trafficking. They use it for many, many shit, evil stuff that you can't even imagine. Divine feminine and divine masculine. And they use your energy for that. You have to protect your energy fiercely. Because your energy is the most precious. You can't give it away to shit assholes like that. You have to be very selective. Who do you give your energy? Do you understand? You have to be really selective. I'm telling you, in 2023, don't be surprised. You can hear in every tarot readers, almost every signs, oh, you will have 2 persons coming in, 3 persons coming in, oh, you will be so successful in love, everybody wants you, everyone wants to fuck you. All the evil shits wants to fuck you because, excuse me for this expression, excuse me, I apologize for being so rude, but that is the reality, honey. You can be a man or a woman. Everybody wants to have sex with you. And you know what? You are beautiful. I'm not saying you are not. But most of them don't fucking care how do you look like. They just want to get your sacral chakra and get your essence, get your gifts, get your energy, get everything that is possible spiritually from you. And pass every dark shit what they have on you. Me, I would be really, really careful in 2023 having sex with people. Because this year is very important. You need to understand they're speeding up. They are attacking us more and more and more because they do not want us to shift in 5D. If we shift, they won't have any more energy to manifest. And I think they had some demonstration about that last year. And this year is continuing. Because all of us, most of us, got knowledge about cord cutting, energy cleansing, chakras. We educate ourselves. There is more and more tarot readers, spiritual teachers who's putting themselves out there on YouTube especially to teach people You don't even have to pay for it. And people are who's awakened, they protecting themselves, they cleansing their chakra, and people are teaching about spiritual routines you need to do every morning, every evening, if you are spiritual and awakened, for your own protection. And they get more and more clever. I'm telling you, some of you, your husband is not even a human, but a reptilian. I put up some positive video about one reptilian, and sometimes I mention them in my readings or my teachings. I don't want you to sympathize with these race, okay? Because they are feeding on human souls, human energy, and human essence, and human chi. Some of you, your husband is a reptilian and you don't even know it. You do not understand how is it possible your life is not going forward, why your husband is having success after success. That is a good thing. I'm not saying not support your husband, but what I'm saying is in a divine couple, both of them are growing. Both of them having energy updates. Both of them having spiritual updates. Not just one of them, honey. There is a serious problem when you marry someone and your partner is growing and you stay in a shit more and more because your husband is energy harvesting you. I don't care how you say, oh, he's not capable. Oh, honey, these are illusionists. They will sell you whatever you will believe in. You understand? I do not want to turn you against your husband. But honey, there are symptoms that you can see. You will recognize a tree from its fruits. Okay? This is a spiritual teaching in the Bible. You recognize a tree from its fruits. Jesus said that. So when you are married and your husband is growing, your husband is flourishing, and you support him, you do everything, he's giving a shit about you, he's giving a shit about the kids, you do everything alone, that much that you are fucking burdened, and he is regularly energy harvesting you. A reptilian, it has its fruits when it's behaving in a human form. So when you see these fruits, you will recognize this is a reptilian. You will recognize this is a pervert narcissistic or any type of narcissistic. There are many types of narcissistic person and they all stealing your energy. You can recognize when a spiritual narcissistic is harvesting in your energy. I would be really, really careful when you go to a religious leader and a leader puts their hands on your head. You can't permit that to everybody. I'm telling you that. In Israel, the people who could put the hands on the other, they were prophets. They were tested, that they were really divine. Now everyone can call themselves, they pastors, they are presbyters, they are bishops or whatever. I don't care what kind of title you have, fuck you. You are not tested. Just because you stand up and you talk and talk and talk, you are not tested with your gifts that you are really divine being. And yes, in the Old Testament, prophets were tested. Because those who prophesied something and it didn't happen, never happened what he prophesied, they had no right to be called prophets. So the prophets could bless or anoint like kings. You need to understand when a spiritual person put their hands on your head, there is a spiritual transfer going on. You have to make sure that the spiritual leader who puts their hands on your head serve as a vessel for source and God, so the blessing can flow through the person going in your crown chakra and bless you. Because that is the idea normally why a spiritual person should put their hands on. The problem is that, honey, that many times I saw that when they put their hands on, this is not a man of God, but that is a reptilian or somebody who is taking your energy, your chi, and they suck it out through your crown chakra. Do you understand? And you let that person to do, because that person call himself pastor, presbyter, bishop, or I don't know, whatever they call it. Okay? Be careful when people touch you. How do they touch you? What circumstances? Just because somebody called the pastor, it doesn't mean that he is or she is divine. Do you understand? You have to check out the fruits. What's happening in a church? Is it only the pastor who is prospering and all the congregation are struggling with financial problems? Because I'm telling you, if there is a church, it's been 10, 15 years, you go there and you still struggling with financial problems, and you giving the tithe, the tenth of your salary to the church, because usually they asking for that everywhere. And top of that, you give gifts and you're blessing your pastor. You let your pastor put their hands on your head to bless you. And after 10 years, you are still in a misery. I'm telling you, there is a problem there, honey. Because there is no fruits. Or there is a fruit that is fucking rotten. And that is your fucked up life. And when you see people like that in a congregation, and you have to search for a magnifying glass, a successful person in a congregation, that is a serious problem. You need to wake up. You need to wake up. I'm not talking about Christianity. Do not misunderstand. Do not misunderstand. Because Jesus Christ is one of the most wonderful, most talented, and most spiritual teacher who existed ever. You have to wake up and see what's going on. What is the pastor is teaching about? What does he emphasize? Is they focusing on that, oh, materialism and the money, this and that is a sin, and you have to not focus on your money and things like that? Well, I'm telling you, when you do everything for money, that is a sin. But you need money on a free day to be able to live, honey. You have to be successful so you could focus on your spirituality. And when a spiritual leader tell you that is not right, you don't need money for that, they're lying. Because when you are poor and you have to go out, excuse me, I have a hiccup. When you are poor and you have to go out and work 1, 2, or 3 jobs and you still stay poor and you're exhausted, don't tell me that you will grow spiritually, because I do not believe you. When will you meditate? When will you pray? You are Christian. Will you have a force to pray in the morning, in the evening, to spend time with God, to fast, to meditate? You need to understand that you should not accept everything what they try to feed your mind with. Because most of them are an illusion and a lie. And it serves just one purpose, to get your divine energy. Do you understand what I'm saying? Read the New Testament, you know, the letters of Paul Apostle. And also all the churches he was writing to, or the other letters, all the little chapters after this evangelium. Just read it, because in an early church, to be a pastor, they have to have many gifts, not just talking, not just teaching. I really found it ridiculous when people stand up and call themselves apostles. You have no idea what you have to fulfill spiritually to be able to be an apostle. You have to have many gifts present in your life. The fruits. And today in Christian church, they don't looking at the fruits. They believe all shit that people says. What is the fruits? And when you want to leave the church, they say that you're not faithful, blah, blah, blah. They cursing people. Excuse me? Where did you see that in the Bible, that Jesus said that you have to do? When somebody leave your church, you have to curse that person. Are you normal? These people are delusional. And you, when you are a church member and you go in this shit, this toxic, evil shit, and following your pastor in it, I'm telling you, he or she misleading you in sin, in hell. And you don't even notice it, because you blindly believe your pastor. And then I'm asking you, who is your God? Is it God or your pastor? Because a pastor should not make you worship him, but a pastor, a good pastor, should make you worship God more and teach you how to manifest. How can the blessings of God come down in your life? In the Old Testament, I don't know which one was that. I think it was Daniel. It was Daniel prophet, and Daniel prophet has something from God. And he was not... well, what is the most important thing is that it took long time until an angel appeared to Daniel, okay? And Daniel was not too happy because what he asked God for was not happening. And when the angel came with the blessing, the angel said that I was held up. Your prayers were listened and answered on the same day when you prayed. But it took me 40 days to come back to earth. with the answer because I was held up. You need to understand that spiritual wars, spiritual blockages, spiritual battles. So your manifestation would not be able to come on a free day. Do you understand? Many of you, I don't know why I get so many downloads about pregnant women, okay? Many of you get pregnant because a spirit child you have already, a very important soul, needs to enter in a divine, they have to enter in a divine family because they need, for the next 20, 30, 40 years, that soul needs to come down on earth. And that's why you have this spirit child. That's why you have to get pregnant. And these occult people knows it. And they doing manipulation on your womb or when you get pregnant to lose your baby. Because they are evil. They are not human anymore. They are controlled with reptilians or any other entities or whatever. I'm not saying everybody is controlled by reptilians. Do not misunderstand. Maybe it's just a jealous bitch who hates you and racist or narcissist. I don't know why I say racist. Yeah, maybe racist. And they do not want you to get pregnant. Because they want you to be in a trauma. So when you get pregnant, they want you to lose your child because they know you are a caring, loving, divine person and you love that child. What do you think where they will attack you? They will take your husband away first. After they will take away your children. And if you still got healed, they take away your brother, your sister, your mother, your father, who you love. And if you have a pet, they even take that one away from you. And I'm talking about here, spiritually, or even these shitty asshole people are built in organizations where they are high profile jobbed people. Like judges, like police, procurers, investigators, social workers, especially social workers. Be careful what you say to social workers, because I'm telling you, I had really bad experience with social workers. And I have a proof that some of them even was paid to fuck me up. I do not want to hurt anyone, so I just send the spirit of justice on this person, and she will lose her job. She will lose her job. Because these people will do everything for money. Do you understand? They are very easy to corrupt, especially when a divine person has a problem. And they're supposed to help people in difficulties. And they don't. They don't. When if somebody pay them, they will take it. Because their salary is not high. And it's half fun destroying somebody's children or somebody for money. Because they are paid. They are psychiatrists and psychologists who are assigned by the judge. They can be corrupted. Just to fuck you up. Investigators, procurers can be corrupted. So you can go to jail innocent. You need to stand up. Protect yourself. Send your spiritual team out, because I'm telling you, these shitty people has a right to fuck you up in this 3D matrix. You have to liberate yourself from matrix. And you have to control matrix spiritually, so they won't take away what is yours. All they want to make you fall asleep again, so you won't be awakened. to fall back in under the control of matrix. They keep you in poverty so you won't have time and energy to become spiritual. And they come time to time to harvest you. Do you understand? You are just like a fucking chicken for them. Nothing else. You are not a chicken. You are powerful human beings with a powerful human soul. And human soul is extremely powerful because you are given free will. And with this free will, you can wake up and step into your own power. You have divine creating power inside you. You have no idea what are you capable to do. The human brain, that is, everything is liberated in your human brain, that you would use it, you could do miracles. Start learning meditating. Start learning about spirituality. Especially if you are awakened, meditating is a base. Base. You need to learn to meditate so you could do mental work. I'm telling you, mental work is extremely important. And when you meditate, energies, everything is based around mental work. Do you understand? Even when you do shamanism or witchcraft or whatever, when you need to use certain objects, like a candle, a vibration of the candle is a candle, okay? When you cleanse that spiritually, that candle, when you, with conviction, you dress that candle with a spiritual oil that was charged spiritually, you put plants on it that you activate the spiritual power, and after you charge this candle with your intentions, honey, the vibration of the candle will change, but not because the candle is special. It's because you put your energy in it. Do you understand? So you can't do real witchcraft without your spiritual power. At the same time, you don't need that candle. You don't need that plants. You don't need all this stuff. If you are capable to do mental work in a meditative state and use your energy, use your spiritual power, your spiritual gifts, and work on yourself and work on protection can be done. So many things can be done in meditative state. When you are awakened, you can't survive without meditation. I'm sorry, but you can't. Because even when you charge the candle, even when you say, okay, with witchcraft spells, I will protect myself, for that you need to charge, you need to put intention in it, and it's the same spiritual force than when you meditate and you do mental work. There is not too much difference. If you do that without it, the spell won't work. Do you understand? Or it won't work the way you want. It might even backfire. You need to understand this. I get so many critics that I'm really harsh. And somebody left me a message, and I understand, because I've really Spirit told me many times I need to soften up how I give a message. But when you see people dying, and when you see why they're dying, how many person had to die because of their hands, and because of that car, because of the house what they have, and when justice comes down in their life and they die, or there's something horrible happens to them, and you give this message, and after people say, oh, this is a low vibrational reader, a low vibrational whatever, because it's so negative message. No, there is somebody who's watching me who has to hear that, because when it will happen, that will be the proof that God's source exists and universal law exists, and it is the spiritual judgment that was passed on her or him. Do you understand? As prophets, tarot readers, intuitive readers, mediums, psychics, we have to give time to time messages like that. Excuse me. We are obliged. Because when we do this, we call justice upon these people. Because that's what I was talking about will happen, even if I don't tell. But they might think it's an accident. They might think, oh, well, it just happened, I had a bad chance. No, it's karma on your life. And people need to know that. So they realize the consequences of their act. Just because somebody a jealous bitch, a narcissistic, and her friends doesn't agree with her, or they have an argument, and her friend says, no, that is toxic, you are toxic. And she gets pissed off, no, you are toxic. So there is a dispute, who is toxic. And the friend says, okay, leave me alone, and leave. Okay, this is the last time you saw me, and blah, 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 typical narcissistic shit. And threatening the friends. This is what kind of friends, by the way. And after this person go back home with her 2 or 3 or 4 children, leave the children in a shits, light a candle, and start cursing her friends' pregnancy, her friends' children, so she could lose her children, she could lose everything in her life. And this woman thinks she can get away with that when she's cursing a divine feminine. Some of you are light worker, a star seed, twin flame, or even an earth angel. And this woman think that they can kill your baby, who is very important to be born, because she's fucking jealous that she is not that important than you are. So she wants to stop your spirit baby to come down on earth. She doesn't even know who is your spirit baby. She wants to hurt you. So she makes sure that your children finish in a foster home with her manipulation and her lies. And of course, she will find your ex or other people who hate you to help her. And they think they can get away with it. And when karma is busting their ass, they say, oh no, we can steal her energy like that, we will be protected, we can manifest. Anyway, she is divine, she can transmute, she can heal. Honey, you let these people to do that to you, you spend your whole fucking life getting all your energy to heal yourself and transmute. Energies what these shitty people put on you, while taking everything away from you that is rightfully yours, only yours. And people like shit like that should carry their own karma, their bad karma, their sickness, what the spirit of justice give them, because they were given all that shit that they have an opportunity to become divine. Because all of us has to go through the dark night of the soul. But these people do not want. Who wants to go through the dark night soul? We didn't want it neither. It's them who pushed us in it. And we didn't just pick up a black candle and start cursing people and putting our shit on other people. No, we did sit down and we did a really difficult work, painful work, because healing is not easy. Healing is extremely painful. And healed ourselves. We forgive others. We learn to love ourselves. So we could get out of the shit they put us in. Because most of us, it wasn't our bad karma. It was the shit other people pushed us in. After that, spiritual people can use shit as a fertilizer and grow wonderful things out of it. That is another thing. But it does not mean you are doomed all of your life being in a shit that other people created and put on you. You have to stand up and fight for your rights and for what is yours. And I'm telling you, honey, if you call back every morning, every evening, your energy that anybody stole from you, and you curse any energy that was stolen from you and you can profit from, these people will go down, honey. They will go down because they won't be able to manifest with your energy. They won't be able to manifest with your essence and your chi. And now, I'm telling you, add to this morning and evening routine that you call back every protection that has been stolen from you. So these people can protect themselves with your energy. Do you understand? These people, many of them has zero spiritual protection. That's why sucking away your energy so they can be hiding from justice. Because many of them killed people. And they're smiling in your face. They're going in a school on your side, taking their kids. And you don't even think how evil is that person. And you are nice and you do everything for them. You love them. And after all they do is taking everything away from you. Because they're fucking jealous and narcissistic. Don't be idiot. Don't let these people get away with what they're doing to you. I can even see a divine masculine is trying to manifest a car. It's been 6 years. Everybody around him has a new car. And people who were in debt, people who had financial difficulties, and he does not understand and asking God, God, where is my blessing? Honey, they're stealing from it for you. God sent you already at least 20 cars. But those people who sucked away your energy manifested in their life. So you didn't get it. Then, well, there you go. Where is your car? Don't be idiot. Curse your energy that you can't get back anymore. That it would dry out. It would be fruitless. And would not bring any joy to any other person but you. Unless if it's you freely who give it away to someone, your energy. Because when you are a light worker, you give your energy people who needs, okay? You serve towards people in need. That energy shouldn't be cursed, of course. But when you are a light worker, you learn also that your cup has to be fulfilled always with water so you could give to other people. I talk about this many times also. So when you can't manifest and everybody around you is thriving, when they had even more difficult financial situation than you had, and you don't understand what's going on, I'm not telling you to be jealous. Do not misunderstand me. Do not misunderstand me. But don't be jealous of other people. I'm not saying to be jealous. Do you understand? Honey, you just call back your energy. You curse the energy that was stolen from you and you can't profit from it. You will see who stole your energy. Because in a few weeks, few months, that person will lose that car, or the car will be broken, destroyed, and they will have to manifest from their own force, not yours. Do you understand? Well, if it's not happening, probably that person has nothing to do with you. Do you understand? So don't be jealous. I'm not saying that you start cursing people around you. Do not do that, and don't be jealous. I'm saying if you can't manifest whatever you want in your life, there is a problem. And I'm talking about here positive things. I'm not talking about you want that the neighbor die or your husband die so you can have more money and you can't manifest it and wow, somebody's stealing your energy. If you think that, you are idiot, okay? Because you are not divine. You can't be divine because the intention is extremely evil. Okay? No, I'm talking about you want to have a child and you get pregnant and you lose always the baby. You don't understand what's going on. You go to the doctor can explain why you are infertile. Because they run all tests and everything is fine. But even if not, they find some cause. Work with your spirit team. Because I'm telling you that 80-85% of the time there is a spiritual cause when your life is ruined. It's not you, honey, who's ruining it. It's people around you. People you give love. People you cherish and you never receive anything in exchange. Because you don't expect it. And that is a true love. When you give people and you don't expect anything in exchange, that is true love, that is divine love. But the problem is that you need to understand usually who does not give back is an evil person who is take. And after they sit down, get the candle and fuck you up on top of that you give them so much already. Those people you need to keep who there is equal give and take. Do you understand? Those people you need to keep when you get a job. She's really enjoy and happy for you. Those boyfriend you need to keep. That you send a message that, oh, my YouTube channel, I got 500 subscribers. He just doesn't even answer because he's fucking jealous of you. He wants him to have that. And he's pissed off. While a divine boyfriend would just text it back in a few texts. I'm so glad for you, honey. Well done. I know you could do it. That is a divine boyfriend. That is the man you should marry. Not the one who doesn't even can say a word because of the jealousy and the hate. He can't just push out one fucking word on his mouth. And that is true for friends also. When you achieve something, you get a promotion, you get a grade, or you get whatever, something achievement, and you call your husband, you're so grateful, you're so happy that wow, and your husband come home with a flower, with a champagne, and say, honey, let's celebrate, I'm so proud of you. That is the man who is divine, that you can grow with, who will never steal your energy, but you will grow in energy, both of you in the same time. But the man who come home and grumpy and pissed off and do whatever aggressive shit in a house because he is pissed off that you are successful, that man you should live in a shit and straight away divorce, because you won't grow on the side of a man like that. Do you understand? You will never grow on the side of an evil karmic man because he's holding you down. He needs to control you and take every divine energy, blessing, manifestation away from you so they could thrive. Do you understand? This type of man has only one joy: to control you and keep you down. Make you into a chicken so they could get the eggs. But you were not born to be a chicken, you are human. Oh. People are gonna hate me for this video, I know. But I don't care. I have so many haters anyway. 100 plus or less doesn't count. Sometimes I'm asking God, oh my God, is all my subscribers are haters? Or half of it? Sometimes I have an impression like that. But I know there are so many divine feminine and masculine who's listening to me. And I know some of you started listening at the beginning of my channel. And you were coming and now you are divine. And I'm really proud of you. And if nobody told you, I tell you now. I'm really, really proud of you. All of you divine feminine and divine masculine. Because it is not easy to go through what you're going through. And you are still standing. You are still working. You are still loving. You are still kind. You are still capable to regenerate yourself again and again and again. You have no idea how powerful you are, all of you. You need to choose a partner who supports you in growing and who can grow with you together. You need to have friends around you who are like you, divine, and you can grow with them together. This is not normal that 98% of divine feminine and divine masculine live in isolation. Because we can't trust anymore anybody, because they destroyed everything and everybody around us. And all the fake people that they send in our life to fuck us up, we are so be careful that we don't let anybody close to us. Do you understand? You need to start manifesting friends. You need to start manifesting spouse. A wife, a husband who is really divine. Who you can grow with. Because when you are with a spouse who is divine, excuse me, my hiccup again, you can manifest together faster. It's more powerful, the manifestation. Do you understand? But for that, you need to have a partner who is at least the same level than you are. Or just one level lower. But not on a karmic level. Do you understand? At least a partner who is awakened. Who can go with you and catch up. And you can grow together. But when you have a partner who's harvesting your energy, when you make love with him, where will you go? Honestly, where will you go? Because you will be so fucking tired all the time that even just going to work and getting home is a challenge. And after you need to clean up the house and cook, of course, for him, because he will do nothing in the house. He will do no cleaning, no cooking, nothing. Or if he does cooking, he might put something in your food. To control you more. I don't want you to be paranoid, so don't misunderstand me. But you will never grow with a husband like that. So if you have a boyfriend, please do not marry a shit like that. You can't build nothing. You will build him up. And you will go down in a shit. And when he got everything, he will throw you away and find another one. That is a typical reptilian behavior. When you see a man like that, and a fruit is like that, the fruit of reptilians is like that. I'm not saying all of them reptilians, do not misunderstand. There are other races who see also. But it could be a human just who is like selfish. That is not self-love, but that is selfishness. Do you understand? Already, I learned a lot about this because most of us, divine feminine, divine masculine, these shit karmic people put us in trauma. So when we heal ourselves, we come out and we have people coming in our life, we are suspicious, okay? So when our intuition kick in, we always question ourselves that maybe it's my trauma. Maybe because I don't trust this person, maybe because of this and that and that. And after you let that person in and you let the wrong one in. This mistake everyone can make. I'm not saying you can't. And I'm telling you, I made also. Even now that I am awakened and I can see so many things. And I learned from it. But when I see the fruits, I kicked his house out. Do you understand? And I will do it in the future. Now, I am more sophisticated to recognize assholes like that. Because I'm telling you, one of the most important things that this type of man won't do, be patient with you. So when you tell him that you are not ready to meet with him, you don't want to go out with him, or you go out once and twice and you say, no, I need time because I'm middle of manifestation, middle of transformation, and he's just forcing himself upon you that no, I want to, because you are my girlfriend, so, and what, we are not together or what, you know, and you let them close and your manifestation and transformation fucked up. That is an evident fruit that something is wrong with that man in your life. That you can't build with that man. It's impossible. What will you build? Rotten fruits? Don't give a man like that a chance again and again and again. You're a single mom trying to manifest some money so you could pay for this education of your kids. And a shit like that come in. Harvest your energy for 6-7 months and leave. And suddenly everything goes wrong in your life. You lose money, everything. Honey, this is a spiritual person or a reptilian who deposits all negative shits in their life on you. So you have to deal with his shit. And he took all your positive energy, all your manifestation, all what you've been working for many years. He took it not just from you, but he took it from your children. Do you understand how responsible you are over your energy, over your money, over your manifestation? That spiritually you have to protect yourself many ways. And sometimes when spiritually it's ethic, you have to even attack when you have to curse the energy that you don't profit from and you never give it out from free will. That was stolen from you. It's an aggressive spiritual act, but spiritually ethic. Because that energy belongs to you and nobody had a right to steal it if you don't give it to someone from free will. And if you give it out to the wrong person because they tricked you, you can still call it back and curse it because they tricked you. Do you understand? I had a bad experience with this guy because I I was so in love with him. I was really, really in love with him, okay? And I thought he loved me, but it was a lie. And on his own language, because he wanted to teach me something to say, because he said it's mean that I love you, some love thingy shit. And Spirit later told me that that's what I was talking on his language. It's like giving him things spiritually. Do you understand? So he was abusing my love so I could give away a part of my heritage, a part of my gifts, a part of my manifestation to him. And this is, you can take it back, you have a right. And when there is a contract like that, spiritual contract, and you are not aware of it, it's not valid, honey. It's not valid because the free will was not respected. The free will was not respected. You can destroy the contract like that for very easily in 2 seconds spiritually. Do you understand? And call justice on that person and everything back what he stole from you. You need to understand when somebody take advantage of your love, that you cherish him, that you care for him, you love him. This way, exploiting your love, exploiting how much you just give them, and they still take. They have no right to do that. And you have to call your spiritual team, send them out and get back what they took away from you, because they don't have a right to keep it. And I don't care how much they cloak themselves, how much they protect themselves. It has no importance. Because spiritually they didn't have right to take it away from you. And you can take it back. Do you understand? Sometimes it is spent, sometimes it's already destroyed spiritually, this energy does not exist anymore, or was transformed into something else. So that's when you have to curse your energy that you won't profit from it. Because that's what they put it in will be destroyed also. You need to understand you are a divine feminine, divine masculine. Yeah, I need to stop soon. When you do spiritual work, you put your spiritual energy in it because you are divine. It's not easy for you because it takes energy. You will get tired, but you are capable to do it. These people, if they don't steal energy from divine people, they are not capable because they don't have their divine energy. So if they have no divine people around them to steal, they have to make all kind of shitty contracts with negative, dark, evil entities so they could manifest and they could do some spiritual work. Do you understand? And what do you think an entity or a dark entity, a dark energy will ask from them in that contract? Usually a divine being. You need to wake up, guys. And I'm not talking, you are here and you are not spiritual, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Please get off my channel. It's like a religion. If you don't know that religion, you are not religious on that era, you never been in it, you don't know what I'm talking about. Please get off my channel and don't turn my words against me with your lies and your manipulations, because be careful, really be careful, because us divine people also protected on a 3D level by the law system. Not just you, dark shitty people. Right. So divine feminine, divine masculine, you need to educate yourself spiritually. And I'm daring to tell you, learn the law system, the country where you are. on the era, you have problem. Because many of us, we don't sue people because, oh, we are divine. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. I forgive. Honey, you don't sue them. They will come back and fuck you up again and again and again. And you might one day go to prison innocent because of these shit people. Because they think they are God. They can get away killing people, killing children, raping women, and things like that. Selling drugs for kids. Spirit show me, for example, that not far from where I live, there is a couple, for example, who does a drug business. Nobody knows it. Everybody in a community respecting them. And some of these drugs are sold in a school. They're taking their own kids. How horrible is that? How horrible is that? You know, once I think I mentioned this in my readings, that I saw a film. Sorry guys, I need to move a bit. Sorry guys, I was told I need to stay in bed to heal faster. And I have to just move. That's why I can't go down now and do the tarot. There was a film, a really interesting film about people who escape. It was actually this group of Israelitan. Well, I forgot how they called, but they went out and hunted down all the Nazi people who committed crimes during the Second World War in Germany. Do you understand? Because all these people escaped and they went in North America, South America, in different countries. And one of the most dangerous war criminal from the Second World War was hiding in an association. His daughter was the head of the association, who was helping Jews who survived the Holocaust. And his daughter was the leader of the association. And actually, a huge group of Nazi people were behind this association. But from the outside world, they had even a gallery with, horrible photos from Auschwitz, put up, magnified, and they give homage to these people who died there, and they organized parties to raise funds on those Jews who needs help financially. And this woman who was a leader was a daughter of a Nazi leader, war criminal, who used to be one of the right hands of Hitler. Okay? And it was really interesting how the film, this Israeli guy found it out and hunted down this guy, but at the end he was old and very sick, so they took front of a judge in Israel for all the war crime he committed, but a few days after he died because he was so sick and old. So but the point why I'm telling you is that usually these evil people will hide on a 3-day circumstances, that they have respect, people respect them, people admire them. You can imagine some pastors, some bishops, or some Christian leader, or I could see that. I'm sure in other religion is the same, because when I really, really love to listen to gurus, Indian gurus. And some gurus are really light workers. They have a light that is wonderful. Honestly, I learned a lot. And some gurus, they open their mouth, and spiritually I can see that the whole fucking guy is nothing else than a dog shit. I'm sorry for saying that, but nothing else but a dog shit. And there are people in India who's worshipping this guru just as much than the other guru who is a light worker. Do you understand? So me, I'm a clairvoyant. Me, I'm intuitive and psychic. So me, I can see that. So not everyone can see that. But you need to understand, you have to listen to your intuition. So when you are in a church, you are in with a guru like that, who is negative spirit, and your intuition has doubt, put some doubt in you. Don't say that, oh no, the other people loves him, and well, it makes sense what he says. Because just take the example of this association who wanted to help Jewish people who survived the Second World War, and what was behind the war shit. Sometimes these are Christian pastors. These are in mosques leaders who's teaching your son and daughter and horrible things that has nothing to do with God or Allah. Sometimes it's an Indian guru who's supposed to lead you to spiritual light, and all they do is push you down the darkness. You have to really be selective and careful. Who do you choose as your spiritual teacher, spiritual mentor? This is really important. Excuse me, guys. I need to stop this. I hope you like this video. Press a thumb up and subscribe.